Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Aside from their relocation concerns, I believe there is a deeper issue at stake in the long-term success of the Golden Bachelorette couple, Joan and Chock Chapel. Joan first appeared on The Golden Bachelor Season 1. When she was one of 22 women vying for the lead, Gary Turner's heart. Joan secured a coveted one-on-one date with Gary, solidifying her position as the frontrunner. She left the next day due to a family issue, but she made such an impression on producers and fans that she was picked as the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 lead. Joan had 24 suitors during her season. Chock was an early favorite of Joan's, and they maintained their romantic momentum throughout the competition, with Joan eventually awarding Chock her final rose. Joan and Chock have been attempting to create their life together since they got engaged in the finale, despite the fact that they have faced numerous challenges. Currently, I know they are figuring out where they want to spend their time as a pair while balancing other considerations like family participation, public scrutiny, their professional paths, and maintaining their place in Bachelor Nation, but one concern stands out above the rest. Joan, 62, is from Rockville, Maryland, and is the matriarch of a close-knit family. Chock, 61, grew up in Wichita, Kansas, and lives there with his children and family. Since their engagement, I have seen the pair try to figure out how to manage their long-distance relationship, but I don't think it's going well. Originally, they planned to fly between Maryland and Kansas to visit one another, but they have also decided to buy a home in New York City where they could spend real couple time. However, I've noticed that the couple has been silent about their plans to live in New York City recently. What I've observed is that Joan spends more time in Kansas than Chock does in Maryland, raising suspicions that Chock wants Joan to stay there permanently. Joan has lately returned to Maryland without Chock, leading me to believe that she is making the biggest sacrifices. She indicated on The Golden Bachelorette that she wanted a maid to fit her lifestyle, which I don't see happening. Joan spent the last week in Kansas again. This time, she is caring for Chock while he recovers from eye surgery. I don't believe the Golden couple intended to have this much disarray in terms of where they spend their time together and how much separation Joan would have from her family. But it is cause for concern. Aside from commuting between Maryland, Kansas, and New York City, Joan and Chock take trips together, such as to Mexico and Northern California, and they also attend Bachelor Nation events together. I've seen a lot of Golden Bachelorette viewers express dissatisfaction with Joan and Chock's plan for keeping their romantic relationship. There has been reaction over Joan's frequent visits to Kansas with Chock, and I believe her time there may indicate that they will end up there. Kansas is more centrally positioned for all the couple does, but I know it wasn't what Joan had envisioned, which is why there's opposition from followers. Joan and Chock are also having problems merging their families. Due to NDAs and contractual impediments, the Golden Match could only debut as a pair in mid-November 2024, but it was just in time for the holidays. Chock spent Thanksgiving and Christmas with Joan's family in Maryland, but I've observed Joan has been in Kansas with Chock's friends and family since then, which I don't believe is a good sign Chock hasn't returned to see Joan's family. During the holidays, Joan made a statement about family mix that I found troubling. While Joan did not elaborate, I'm confident it has to do with the difficulties they've had incorporating both of their families into their relationship. When Chock saw Joan's children in Tahiti, they voiced anxiety about Chock's intentions, and I don't think they believe their mother's engagement is going very well. Joan and Chock discussed the challenges they faced while planning a dual family trip to Disneyland in the Instagram photo above. They had to consider timetables and logistics for the trip, and both of them were burdened by the impending task. The couple's unwillingness to live a simple life in terms of family integration raises a significant red flag for me. Because family is so important to both of them, and they, particularly Joan, are making sacrifices for it. I can understand the public response over fans' concerns are major sources of difficulty for Joan and Chock's relationship. Another issue sticks out as potentially more destructive to me. Joan and Chock have spent a significant amount of time establishing their influencer professions. I believe they are focusing too much on capitalizing on their golden bachelorette status and not enough on figuring out the tumultuous nature of their relationship. I understand that reality TV cast members are encouraged to communicate on social media, but I believe they are going too far. They should be focusing on finding a better solution to the distance in family concerns at the heart of their partnership, rather than on their job goals and enjoying the spotlight. I'm afraid Joan and Chock will be too preoccupied with logistical issues to stay together. Despite his initial popularity, Grant's reputation was tarnished. His inability to make decisions and his failure to commit to either woman left fans questioning his authenticity. While some viewers continued to support him, many others felt that his actions had undermined the integrity of the show. The Bachelor season 29 ended on a note of uncertainty, with Grant's reputation forever marked by his emotional recklessness. Lygia and Juliana were both left grappling with the aftermath of their time on the show, each carrying the weight of their own heartbreak. Grant's journey on The Bachelor serves as a cautionary tale, reminding future contestants and viewers alike that the role of the lead is not to be taken lightly. It requires clarity, emotional intelligence, and the ability to make difficult decisions. Unfortunately, Grant Ellis was not prepared for that responsibility, and his season will forever be remembered as one of the most tumultuous in the show's history. Only time will tell what the future holds for Grant Ellis. His reputation has certainly been damaged, and it may take years to rebuild. But one thing is certain, his time as The Bachelor has left an indelible mark on the hearts of the women who competed for his love. Chock, on the other hand, had kept busy with his personal business ventures. His post-show life had included various interviews, events, and even a few public speaking engagements, where he shared his experiences of finding love later in life. But like Joan, he remained grounded and focused on what really mattered, his family and his future with Joan. Their time apart allowed them to miss each other, and it became clear to both of them how vital their relationship was. They had their ups and downs, as all couples do, but they were committed to making it work. The next few months saw the couple navigating new challenges and milestones. Joan began spending more time in Boise, visiting Chock's family, and becoming increasingly involved in his life. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any updates.